Okay, so I know in my last video I said that I had 2 other videos planned, but I just really wanted to talk about this. Could Pokemon Sun and Moon be both Generation 7 and Generation 6.5? Hello everyone, I am VGMaster2, and some of you may be confused by that question. VGMaster2, what could you possibly mean by that? Sun and Moon can't possibly be Gen 6.5, it was confirmed to be Gen 7, and yes, it was. But what I mean is, could we be able to visit Kalos in Pokemon Sun and Moon? Now, if you consider this a theory, I take no credit for this. Honestly, I don't know who would. I'm pretty sure the Pokemon Empire just came up with the idea at the same time. As those of you who saw my previous video know, I feel that Generation 6 is very unfinished. I mean, yes, Generation 5 had only 2 pairs of games, but those games were both in the region that was made for that generation. Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 were sequels of the games before them. But Generation 6 was different. We didn't have 2 pairs of games set in the same region. We had 1 pair set in the region made for that generation, and then a remake of a pair of games set in a different region originating from a different generation. According to the old pattern, the next main series game, or games, in the series should have been a successor to X and Y, taking place in Kalos. But no, instead we got Sun and Moon, which did turn out to be Generation 7. And as I said in my first opinions video for Sun and Moon, that doesn't make any sense. Why would it be Generation 7 if one of the prior announcements were new forms of Zygarde? Why would we get a new form for Greninja? Why would they announce Volcanion now and release him so late? Why couldn't Game Freak release Hoopa earlier last year and then release Volcanion later, or just release him earlier this year? We don't even know everything about the story. Where does Zygarde even fit in? What happened to Lysander after you fought him? What does Southern Kalos even look like? If we were able to visit Kalos in Pokemon Sun and Moon, this would all make sense. Why were all those things announced? Because it would be incorporated into the next games via traveling to another region. It would definitely make for some great replay value after you beat the main game. Even though the Zygarde and Greninja forms could be anime exclusive, I don't think Game Freak would stoop that low. At least, not yet anyway. Now this could be very much possible if not for one thing. Would an entire second region fit into the tiny 3DS cartridges? Now, it still could be possible, but I feel like it could have been guaranteed if not for one thing. You may or may not already know what I'm getting at. The death of Iwata. I'll give you a few seconds to cry. Yes, if not for the untimely death of Iwata last year, traveling and journeying through Kalos could have been guaranteed. As most of you know, Iwata pretty much single-handedly programmed Kanto into Gold and Silver, and in a very short amount of time. Or, wait a minute, how long have Sun and Moon been in development? We have to assume that it's been at least 3 or 4 years. And Iwata was alive 3 and 4 years ago. So it's plausible to say that Kalos, or at least a majority of it, has already been put in the games, and I do believe that that is the case. Think about it. If we weren't visiting Kalos, or they weren't able to fit it in the games, don't you think they wouldn't have announced any of the new forms for Gen 6 Pokemon? If Kalos was a scrapped element for Sun and Moon, it would make the announcements make even less sense, but they were announced anyway. Well, it could be scrapped and they announced the forms anyway and made them anime exclusive. I don't think that's the case. They've made major changes to the anime before. Do you believe that we will return to Kalos in Pokemon Sun and Moon? Leave your opinions and ideas in the comments below. Honestly, I hope this is true because I really want a Chespin. Not that I like him, it's just that I have obtained every single other starter Pokemon through legit means spanning from every single main series game, from Diamond to Alpha Sapphire, except for Chespin, and I was really hoping to complete this set. Anyway, I am VG Master 2, and I should really start working on those other videos now. Hello again, everyone. I just wanted to say that I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not give it a like? If you want to see more, I'll leave a link to my last video in the description, as well as the last video on this particular subject. While you're at it, why don't you subscribe? It would mean a lot to me and show me that you're interested in what I do. Anyway, I'm VG Master 2, and I hope to see you next time.